My name is Jennifer Lennox-Therrien, and I'm a professor in the Department of Communication at the University of Ottawa, and I'm one of the university's chairs in university teaching. My chair explores the challenges of teaching the large class and, specifically, how professors can excel at building positive student-instructor relationships in the large class through their verbal and nonverbal communication. When we talk about positive student-instructor relationships, we're referring to an appropriate but emotional connection between students and instructor that's characterized by trust, warmth, and interdependence. This relationship's been shown in research to be important to student confidence, to student learning, and to retention. For professors, this relationship makes teaching more fun, makes it more satisfying, and it reduces cheating and incivility in the classroom, or bad behavior, as well as improves teaching evaluations. My research began with the assumption that, although it might be more difficult in classes of a couple of hundred students than in a small class, some professors do nevertheless excel in building positive student-instructor relationships in these large classes. I wanted to find out how they do it and what their verbal and nonverbal communication looks like. When they're in that class with 200 or 300 or 400 students, how do they connect with their students? So, with my grad students and my colleague Simon Baudry from the School of Psychology, I've conducted several studies exploring professors' communication in the large class. In one of them, we videotaped excellent professors lecturing, and then we analyzed their behaviors. We found that all of the excellent professors did good things, and we expected that. They gestured, they were dynamic, they asked students to participate, they engaged in positive nonverbal communication. So they did good things, but we wanted to know, how do those good behaviors translate into their course evaluations? And that, in fact, was the most interesting study. The more professors smiled and made eye contact, the more their teaching evaluation scores went up. This is likely because we're drawn to, we feel valued by, we pay attention to, and in fact, we like more people who smile and look at us. Some of my other studies look at professors' motivation for teaching and their communication behaviors, and the impact of different kinds of communication messages in course syllabi. In that particular study, we've been looking at how students perceive the course, the professor, and even their own behavior when they're confronted with either a positive and supportive course syllabus or a more negative and more controlling course syllabus. And I'm really excited to find out what we're going to see in this study. I'm really grateful for the funding I've received from the university through the Chairs program, as well as the chance to work with all of the other chairs engaged in the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning. Together, we're looking at really important questions about teaching, about learning, and about what makes a difference for both students and professors. So I'm very proud to be able to make a difference to teaching and learning here at the university.